Hello, I'm Senator Donzella James, your state senator from the 35th District, known as God's Country. Well, the 2015 legislative session has adjourned. It was definitely a busy few months here at the state capitol. Your state senator led the charge to make sure children with autism have access to the early care that they need. 1 in every 64 children has a form of autism, including my grandson, who is in the kindergarten. So this bill will have a real effect even on him, even though it stops at age 6. But this is too many children with autism, and I'm so glad that after years of work, the Senate was able to help these children get the behavior therapy that they need. We also took a stand against sex trafficking and the exploitation of children that is unfortunately far too common in Georgia. You know, I've addressed that issue on many occasions. I even passed a bill that made it a felony to pimp or pander our children way back in 2002. It made it a felony for pimps and for those who wanted to be the Johns. We need to make sure we address both of them because they are part of the problem. And the children were being treated like they were the criminals when they were really the victims. But after this bill is signed into law by the governor, our police officers will be able to punish those who sell young children for sex. I thank you, Senator Utterman and others who led this charge, and I was right there with you. I applaud you, and I applaud all the senators who voted for it. Now, your state government also approved a plan to improve our transportation system. Between the budget and a special funding bill, there are billions of dollars going toward improving roads and highways. There are also millions going to mass transit projects, yes, including MARTA, which is on all of our hearts. And we use it. Even those of us who live far away drive to a MARTA station. So the 50-50 is something that they did try to implement, take away. So we also passed that comprehensive education reform package. For far too long, our children have not been able to succeed because they are trapped in schools that are not giving them the best opportunities to succeed. These reforms may be controversial, but it's important that we do all that we can so that our children can have a great, wonderful, and prosperous future. Some people are calling this the takeover bill, but it looks at chronically failing schools. And besides that, the people now will have an opportunity to vote for it. So if you don't like the bill, don't vote for it when it comes on your ballot. If you do like the bill, then let's move forward in trying to make sure that our children use every opportunity possible for them so that they can succeed in the future and be citizens that can work with every issue in the future. It was a great session, but no matter how hard we try, we always can't get everything we want. We got everything we could get out of the budget to keep children safe, keep our communities safe, and to keep our environment safe. One bill we couldn't pass was a referendum for cityhood for South Fulton. It was not for a lack of effort. We were able to get the bill on the calendar for consideration on day 39 and 40. I waited 2 days to get the bill called up for a vote. Unfortunately, I couldn't call it up myself based on the rules of the Senate. When it was called up, only 29 senators were on the floor. Some just weren't there. Some were in conference committees working on other bills. And because only 29 senators were on the floor, there was no margin for error, because a bill needs at least 29 votes to pass the Senate. So I wish I could have been pulling senators in off the floor, but with this broken leg and foot that has not healed yet, it was impossible to physically go and get them and also to be on the floor to present the bill. But the bill ended up getting 22 of the needed 29 votes. The debate for the bill allowed me to speak for the bill, to speak for the people to be able to control their own destiny. And I spoke briefly and yield my remaining time for rebuttal for the allegations, innuendos, and half-truths that I knew were coming as a part of the unfounded opposition to this bill. I was not allowed to return to the well to defend cityhood for South Fulton in rebuttal. A vote was called, and despite hundreds of supporters in attendance all wearing red, the bill failed to pass, and many were seeing red when they left. But they must understand that the bill is not dead, and we will be working on passing that bill. We will have an opportunity on the next session to call it back up again, because it'll be in rules. It won't have to go through the whole process again. Thus is politics. The very next day in church, the message was, delay is not denial. And that is the truth. We'll continue to work on this City of South Fulton initiative next year, but we'll also work during the interim. We will have public hearings, and hopefully we can have a committee that is from the Interstate Cooperation Committee that I now chair, to officially look at unincorporated South Fulton as being a city. We will give our recommendations to the governor and lieutenant governor and others in the administrative positions, and hopefully we will be able to pass it without opposition next session. So, people of God's country, it was not in vain. Do not be dismayed, because delay is not denial. And not yet does not mean no, okay? But before I go, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart who came for District 35 Day, that last day of the session. So many, up to 500 came up to the Capitol that day 40. So we recognize you recognized a lot of great public servants and elected officials from Douglasville and Fulton County as part of 35th District Day at the Capitol. Yes, our mayors came, many city council persons and school board persons from Fulton and Douglas. So I thank all of them, but I thank all of the citizens who took time out of their busy schedules, who took the day off to come. Yes, it was our environmental day too. And we want a safe and clean environment. But we wanted to make sure that everyone enjoyed it. So Kilwins at Atlantic Station, the ice cream place with the chocolates, also came and gave free ice cream to all of the members of the 35th District, but to everyone in the Capitol. That made us the most popular thing of the day, Day 40 at the state Capitol. So I just want to thank everyone in God's country for their involvement in the legislative process this year. Things will be relatively quiet around the Capitol until study committees are assigned. And I'll bring you updates on that as it is made official. So please keep it out there for cityhood. But let's look at all the other great things that did pass this year. And please know that I am your state senator and I'm always here for you. So if there's anything that my office can do for you, please don't hesitate to call us, to email us, or to just get an appointment and come and sit down and talk with me. You see, it's my honor to serve as your state senator for the 35th District. Again, I'm Donzella James. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the year, and I look forward to seeing you once again. Thank you. God bless you. Take care.